the culture completely changed.
Then she met me at the college. Her friends play my songs and they been following me. Yeah, I don't like to do that much explaining and talking. Just know she had coffee with me. Yeah, I hear you like pizza and dancing.
As some of you may know, I worked at Dutch Bros Coffee for 2 years, and I wanted to share with you guys my experience.
My last day here at the old Dutch Brothers. Sad times, y'all.
And some reasons why I quit. So I'm gonna be spilling some tea. Or some coffee. But before we get started on the story, make sure you click subscribe. So let's start out with the story of how I got hired. I was a customer there. I came through like every single day. The boss there, every time she would see me, she was like super stoked to see me. She was like, you gotta apply. You'd be perfect for the job. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not cut out for the job. I'm not like as hype.
I just met freaking Khalid.
What? I actually was as hyped, but I just thought I wasn't. Eventually I was like, okay, fine, I'll apply. I had an interview and we were sitting out in the grass. We were just chatting for like half an hour. And then she's like, I gotta go get something. And I was like, all right. So I was just sitting there waiting. And she goes back into the stand and her and 3 other coworkers popped their heads out the window and was like, you're hired! No way, this is crazy. And I was, of course, super pumped to be able to work there. And so I started after I graduated high school. I was 18. I had the best boss. She is an incredible leader and I learned so much from her. And just working there in general, how to care about people, how to love others in the matter of 2 seconds of them coming through the stand and telling you that they just got a divorce. And you're like, do you want a coffee? But for real, it was absolutely incredible. I loved working there. And like I said, I learned so much. I don't regret working there one bit. A lot of times when you think of Dutch Bros employees, you think of like the absolute over-the-top crackhead energy baristas and they're just wild. But working there, they actually have incredible hearts and they are so true to who they are. And so it was awesome getting to see that when you pull through and you kind of have this crazy Dutch Bros experience, that they are the same people in the stand as they are out of the stand. So that's something that I really respected about my coworkers and working there, is seeing that they actually do have really, really incredible hearts and they really care for their customers and care for them as people and as human beings that are going through their own struggles in life. And it's just an awesome thing to witness. 1.5 years passed after I started working there and my boss announces that she's leaving. And you can imagine how heartbroken I was. Hearing she was leaving, I was just torn, and initially I was like, I'm just gonna leave. She was like, I think you should wait and I think you should stick around, and she really convinced me to do so. So I was like, fine, for you I will, because you're the best. And after she left, the culture completely changed. I think that was the hardest thing to see, is everything that she had done, everything that she'd worked for, it kind of like all started to fizzle out, and it was incredibly hard for me to be there and to see it all go down. I mean, it wasn't as dramatic as I'm making it sound, just being there and seeing it like in your face, because you're inside the stand and you see kind of everything that's going on, and seeing it all change was different and it was difficult for me. And so I made the decision to quit. There were some other underlying reasons that I decided to quit, but I'm not going to go into those in this video for personal reasons. I told you I spilled some tea, but not all of it. In my 2 years of working there, I was not only a barista, but I was also a videographer and photographer for the stand. And I got some really awesome opportunities to be able to travel in our region and got to film and take photos. So that was absolutely incredible. And here are some photos and videos of that. When I made the decision to quit Dutch, I decided that I was gonna officially start my videography business called Tails, if some of you know it. I worked really hard to be able to get the website up and to be able to have my own business, so I officially do that now full time, and it's a huge blessing, and I'm very, very, very grateful that I get to do that now. Some things that I took away working there is, if my original boss didn't leave, I wouldn't have quit. Well, I'm sure I wouldn't have quit, and I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now, and I love what I'm doing now. And so I think that all in all, I take away a really awesome opportunity, and I made a ton of growth being able to work there, and I learned so much. And I think that everything is for a season, and so that was an amazing season of my life. So now I'm on to a different journey and a different season, and I'm able to do what I absolutely love and share my passion with others. So there you go. There's some tea of working at Dutch and why I quit. What they don't tell you is when you leave, no one reaches out. Well, some of them do. Some of them do. That's definitely a generalization, but when they don't, man, that hits hard. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below what your favorite job was, why, and what you learned from it. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time with another new video. Bye.
Look like art on it. Look like art. Look like art. Look like art.